Hi Matt and Rebecca. This is progress report on what's taking place on our action item list for the Scripps. All the components that you see here are effectively perishable items with the exception of the generator and the starter that was on the other ABM Scripps. This particular starter right here was donated by Doug Bindrum, and we're lucky because if we look, ABM's was hollow. Remarkably, ABM's generator for the Scripps project was not hollow with the exception of one magnet in here, which I don't think it will be that big a deal because this is a fairly common 6-volt generator, so we'll see. These are on their way to Houston, where my friend is going to shuttle them to a reputable rebuilder, and he's also going to facilitate the painting of these items and make sure that they have their nice ABM stuff had really nice proud tags on these, so these will be removed. This is going to be hand delivered to the rebuilder, but my friend Clyde Crouch is going to make sure that these are painted and done properly so that we have a quarterback on the ground. Why they're going to Houston is, well, major cities in the United States tend to have the type of facilities that exist to rebuild these particular components that don't effectively exist anymore in smaller areas. You know, the type of folks that do this type of thing, those businesses are going away because we live in a throwaway society. Anyhow, the valves. Kevin has sourced these intake valves and these exhaust valves from the Doug Bindrum pile. These are perishable items again. The hottest part of the engine is right here, the head of the exhaust valve. He has original retainers right here. He's working with Manley again on our original action item list. This is a preferred vendor. A sample of each is going out to a technician there. The split lock keepers that retain the valve springs are also going to be included, a set again via the Bindrum donation, where this is going out as engineering samples to be effectively replicated by Manley in Lakewood, New Jersey. These are great people and they've been doing this type of thing forever. This is one of the maybe longer lead items. I don't think so much, but a sample cylinder head and a sample original Scripps 302 V12 head gasket is being sent to California to be replicated at Best Gasket, and there is a minimum order of 50 gaskets. ABM will have no trouble whatsoever distributing those gaskets after, and it's always good to have spares. Of course, we need 6, so do the math. That gets you down to what, Kevin? 54? All right, the math's good today. And so we'll have 54 spare gaskets that ABM can see fit to distribute however they wish after. So that's that. Now on to valve springs. No such thing as a good 90-year-old or 80-year-old valve spring. And this is kind of interesting. Again, the Bindrum information. This is from the 70s, this piece of paper. And of course, we're making a copy of it. But when Peter Hankel originally purchased the company, you can see that he had tested Newell stock springs for open pressure, closed pressure. And we're sending 2 samples out to Revco in California, where we'll be having our guy out there replicate valve springs for the ABS, Antique Boat Museum, ABM's Scripps. Looking over here, seems like fairly common or pedestrian stuff. These are the studs that hold the cylinders onto the crankcase, and these items here are, and then these are the exhaust manifold studs. There's a company in California again called ARP, which stands for Automotive Racing Products, and of course they do marine and they also do aero stuff. And these are keystone components into sealing compression, and we have to replace these. You can see the degradation that's taking place. Nobody has Newell stock studs of these things, and even if they did, I wouldn't want to use them because metallurgy has come, same as the exhaust valve and the intake valve, metallurgy has come so far and so fast that we need to be using modern materials in these areas that ensure a good outcome. So if you can see, we are moving fast to get this stuff into key vendors' hands so that we can replicate. And again, everything that you see us doing here would be done to any engine that we would have purchased. So this is stuff that absolutely has to take place, and this is request upon quote. So these items will be being replicated, and our underwriter will directly see the bill from those, and we'll move from there. That's it.